Hi everyone, welcome to another lecture in the series of lectures on He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven by William Butler Yeats. Now, if you read this poem and if you look at the first four lines, there's a lot of building up for like how divine the clothes are, because in the last four stanzas then this person's saying I've kept those clothes. I don't have those clothes, but what I have is the dreams, so I've kept them under your feet. Tread softly on them because you're treading on my dreams. And he's not even asking to not tread. Similarly, in Ode to Autumn, what Keats is doing is Keats, on the other hand, is writing an ode to the month of autumn, right? Like, yes, people say that because one synonym to the month autumn is fall, right? So, and that is because, fruits tend to fall down, leaves become all orange to eventually fall in winter, because when there's snow, there are no leaves growing on trees, so on and so forth. So, in this one, just like He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, the writing style of building up, the writing style of um, being able to give that power to something through the way that you're writing. I want you guys to focus on that, and then you can use that as a cross reference in your answers to be able to build better arguments. The thing is that I couldn't find the right copy of the poem on the internet. Like, there are a lot of copies on the internet, but I don't know if they're right. I don't remember the poem by heart, so that's why I'm not 100% sure of that. Um, then there's another one, uh, which is by Robert Browning, uh, which is a part of. Wait. Yeah, which is a part of. So his poem uh, Shock Part 21. Now in Part 21, Robert Browning writes, I want to know a butcher paints, a baker rhymes for his pursuit, candlestick maker much acquaints his soul with song, or haply mute blows out his brains upon the flute. I'll read it again. I want to know a butcher paints, a baker rhymes for his pursuit, candlestick maker much acquaints his soul with song, or happily mute blows out his brains upon the flute. Now here again, it's the same kind of love in He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, right? Um, that level of like insanity where, for example, uh, blows out his brains upon the flute, um, just to be able to um, just to be able to uh, give some of that love to someone, just going insane in that process, blowing your brain out of the flute. uh, Same thing is sort of what Yeats is doing in He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven. So just that I'll give this poem also in the notes, so you guys can read this poem. It's a very small, but like I'll not give the whole poem, but I'll give this part 21 of the poem, so you guys can go through it. Then, by Thomas Hardy, To Life. Uh, O life with the sad seared face, I weary of seeing thee, and thy daggered cloak, and thy hobbling pace, and thy too forced pleasantry. I know what thou wouldest tell of death, time, destiny. I have known it long, and know too well what it all means for me. But canst thou not array thyself in rare disguise, and feign like truth for one mad day that earth is paradise? I'll tune me to the mood and mum with thee to leave, and maybe what as interlude I fiend I shall believe. This, I think, is a great cross reference where He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, not just in terms of the build up, but also see, like here, he's given this whole representation he wishes for the clouds of heaven. He's wishing for the clouds of heaven because he wants to be able to replace them with his dreams, with the most prized possession in the world, and want to place them at the feet of his beloved, right? Similarly, in this one, Thomas Hardy has replaced the beloved with life. So he's saying that, O life, with the sad seared face, I weary of seeing thee, and thy daggered cloak, and thy hobbling pace, and thy too forced pleasantry. I know what thou wouldest tell of death, time, destiny. I've known it long, and know too well what it all means for me. But canst thou not array thyself in rare disguise, and feign like truth for one mad day that earth is paradise? I'll tune me to the mood, and mum with thee to leave, and maybe what as interlude I feign I shall believe. uh, I'll give all of this in the notes, so don't worry about that. But read through these poems, read how, because in answers, whenever you're asked to compare anything or discuss anything, it's really important to know how have others done it. Like, for example, into life, Thomas Hardy has replaced the beloved with life, because he's saying that you are my life. I'll do whatever makes you happy. Similarly, Robert Browning is talking about that insanity of love where, you would blow out your brains in a flute, because how do you play a flute? You blow air, right? So he's saying that, I want to know, like, not just I want to know, but he's saying, he's saying I want to know, like, why do they do that? And the answer to his question is in He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, where, the guy is not actually blowing out his brains, but he's like, but I'm ready to spread my dreams under your feet, or whatever the most prized possession in the world might be. Then similarly, Thomas Hardy is replacing his beloved with life. Not beloved with life, he's saying that my beloved is my life, and I feign I shall believe. Read these poems, try to look at try to compare the writing style. In my next lecture, what I'll try to do is I'll make notes in advance about the writing style and about the use of punctuation, because punctuation in all of these poems play a really important role, right? Just like we discussed in the second stanza of He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, there are lots of semicolons in there. There are lots of semicolons in there because it's a deliberate, carefully thought out decision that, yes, I am going to place whatever it is that I can under your feet. So going to put that all in the notes. Don't forget to do the task. Try to memorize maybe one or two of the cross-reference reads. Maybe, for example, from, like, say, Robert Browning's poem, try to memorize the last line, blows out his brains upon the flute. Similarly, the Thomas Hardy poem, I'd say, try to memorize the first line also and the last line also. O life, with the sad seared face, I weary of seeing thee, and thy daggered cloth, and thy hobbling pace, and thy too forced pleasantry. Maybe the first four lines from To Life, and the last line, I feign, the last couplet, and maybe what as interlude, I feign I shall believe. Code these in your exam answers, and I feel like you might be able to produce, like, really good essays, because it's important that you're able to explain in your answers where a certain poet is coming from, what is not just his intention, but also what is his method of putting a thought into words. With He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven, it's only an 8-line poem, so he's simplified the whole thing too well. Now, when something is that simplified, it becomes very complex to tear it apart layer by layer. So in being able to tear it apart layer by layer well, you need this apparatus, and this apparatus will is not only critical approaches to literature, although I don't know if I've mentioned in this course that there's a course on this channel called Critical Approaches to Literature. Go take that, because that will give you the right tools to be able to critically analyze a piece of literary work. Then there's another course going on called on interpretation of dreams. Take that, because that's a really nice apparatus. And then along with that, this reference text is your tools to be able to analyze the poem, right? So yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to go through the notes. Don't forget to answer the don't forget to try and respond to the task given. Not try and respond, don't forget to respond to the task given in the link. And that's about it. See you guys in another video. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel. Also press the bell icon to stay updated for whenever a new lecture drops in.